Good morning. Why don't we read a psalm together? Psalm 124. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side. Hey, let Israel now say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when our enemies attacked us, they would have swallowed us up alive. When their anger was kindled against us, then the flood would have swept us away. The torrent would have gone over us, then over us would have gone the raging waters. Blessed be the Lord, who has not given us as prey to their teeth. We have escaped like a bird from the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken, and we have escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Whoa, what a psalm that is. If the Lord were not on our side, what would have happened then? Kind of a strange psalm in a way. It's almost like saying God loves the Buffalo Bills more than anyone else, and this is the year that they will escape that Super Bowl snare of almost but not quite. Oh man, we can't say that. So what are we saying? What are we saying about this psalm? This is a psalm of ascent. You know, lavender, sweet Georgia pine, tangerine. No, none of those. Not a scent, ascent. It's where the pilgrims going into Jerusalem to take their offerings and their prayers into the temple, they were walking into the city up the hill. You would ascend up to Zion. You would ascend up to the temple area, and then do your thing in the temple with just grain offerings, a dove, a nice young lamb, whatever that you brought. And along the way, you would sing. You would sing songs. You would sing songs of, yes, triumph. Triumph because God has blessed you. God has saved you. And most of these psalms were psalms of remembrance. Remembering that time. Hey, you remember way back then when this happened, that happened? And that's why so many of them are kind of generic in nature. Very often, they do mention specifically Israel's flight from Egypt. Israel's saving moments when God pulled them out of slavery through the Red Sea into the Promised Land. All right, so those are remembered as high points. But other times it's just kind of like, hey, you remember that time? Yeah, that really bad time. This is one of those psalms where you're marching into Jerusalem, into the temple area, and you just want to burst forth in song. And that's what this psalm is. It's a song you would sing. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side. Yeah, let Israel now say, come on, everybody. If it had not been the Lord on our side when the enemies attacked us, then they would have swallowed us up alive. And they would have. See, it is a psalm of looking back and thanking God for getting me through a really rough moment in my life. It's a psalm of remembrance. It's a psalm of praise. And I think about what we might be doing in a year from now, maybe 2 years from now. Hopefully, when we get through this pandemic and all the tough times that have come with it, people who have lost their lives, and we've lost family members or friends, people who have lost their jobs because of the economic distress that's been caused by it all. Will we be able to sing a song like this? Now, to be honest, it might be hard to sing a song like this. I mean, because there are going to be those who've gone through really, really rough times, and it just doesn't seem like God is with them at all. It seems like God has abandoned them, left them. But remember, this is a psalm written looking back on how now I realize, even in that moment, maybe not, but now I do, God was with me all the way. It's a good psalm. It's a short one. It's a psalm of ascent, marching in to Jerusalem, a song that we also can sing in our lives as we go about moving through these difficult moments, and we will look back and give our thanks and our praise to a loving God who gave us the strength to persevere. Because in a sense, we're all caught up in this moment. We're caught in the snare of the fowlers right now. Those who set out those little traps for the birds, we're trapped. But we will escape. God's blessings be with you. Enjoy the sunshine. It's right in my face right now. It's grand. It's glorious once again. We will sing our praises in Zion. God's blessings be with you.